All right, ladies, welcome, welcome, welcome. I am so excited to kick this off. I'm not 100% sure if other people are going to be joining us tonight, but that is perfectly okay because I'm just so excited to share all about becoming a body partner with you guys. Let me just take a minute and make sure that I'm good here. It says it just wants Brittany Smith to be the speaker view. I don't know why that is, but let's just go. So my name is, please no, I don't know why it just wants you to be the speaker view. 1 second here. Oopsies, what is happening? All right, well, we'll go back to the gallery and just hope for the best in this technical difficulties, clearly. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for being here. So I am Erin Gerard. I'm sure that you have already met me before, but I probably have not met you. So I'm really honored that you guys would come on and spend your evening with me tonight so that I can share all the details about what it is that I do and how I earn an impact by sharing my health and fitness journey with others. So I'm going to be unpacking all of the frequently asked questions about what a body partner is. But if there's anything specific that you want to know that I have not answered, please drop it in the chat and I will try my very best to make sure that I answer all of your questions tonight. So to kick us off, what is a body partner? First and foremost, what is BODi? Sorry, I just have more people coming in here, I think. What is BODi? BODi is a state-of-the-art, world-class class health and fitness platform for fitness, mindset, and nutrition. Those are the three types of content that we offer. These are world-class trainers, world-class nutrition programs that quite literally have transformed the lives of millions of people worldwide. And it's something that I'm incredibly, incredibly passionate to share. We base all of our content on the premise of health esteem, which is this radical idea of loving ourselves as we are today, while also striving to be healthier versions of ourselves, which is incredible because the fitness industry is really composed of people always sending us this message that we're not good enough. And here at BODi, we totally reject that and we say, love yourself fully as you are today, while also working on becoming a happier, healthier, more fulfilled version of yourself. And I think that that's a really beautiful thing. We are cheerleaders, we are accountability partners, we are impact makers. We are not necessarily experts in health and fitness. We are not nutritionists or dietitians, though some of us might be. We are not personal trainers necessarily. You put yourself on the call, I'll just mute you. There we go. We are not personal trainers necessarily, but we are people who have had a personal impact through our own health and fitness journey and want to share that with others. We are quite literally the support for other people as they navigate their journey with us leading the way, which is really, really cool because I don't know about you guys, but there were a lot of times throughout my life that I tried to start a journey. I tried to start a health and fitness program and it simply didn't work. Things got hard, things got challenging, and I gave up. And this was mostly because I didn't have accountability. I didn't have anybody to lean on. I didn't have any support. And we are those people cheering for you from the rafters. And it's just the most incredible gift. So I started my own journey about 4 years ago, actually just over 4 years ago now, as a brand new mom of two. I had a new baby. The pandemic had just hit. And I was at my absolute all-time lowest point in my health. I was 75 pounds heavier than I am today, and I was coping with the stress of new motherhood and this pandemic in the most incredibly unhealthy ways. I was binge eating. I was drinking alcohol every day, sometimes as early as noon. And the turning point for me came one day when my daughter, who at the time was 3, asked me to go out and bounce on this trampoline with her. It was a brand new trampoline that we just bought our kids, and I couldn't do it. I got on that trampoline and I was so winded. Within 30 seconds of being on there, I had to make an excuse as to why I had to go inside, and I couldn't play with her like that. Every single part of my body hurt, and I literally couldn't breathe. I was sweating from every single orifice. It was awful. And I felt totally lost and nowhere to turn for support. It was the pandemic, so everything was closed. And I really felt like I was hitting rock bottom. I had nowhere to turn for help. But then I saw this mom on Instagram and she was just killing it. She was killing the game. She was vibrant and she was alive and she was happy and she was crushing her workouts. And she had 2 kids. And I was like, what's the deal here? Like, why is this woman killing it and I'm not? And so I reached out to her to ask her what she was doing. And it turns out that it was this. It was BODi. And so I didn't even care how much it cost. I was like, take my money, just give me what you've got. I just need to be happy again. I just need to get my confidence back. I just need to feel better in my skin. So I signed up with her and I started a 21-day program. Within a few weeks, people were starting to ask about what I was doing. I was changing, I was happier, and I really, really felt like there was this glow coming from the inside out. And it was a glow that I had not had in years, maybe even ever. And I finished that program on Mother's Day of 2020, which was so symbolic. And I sat and I just sobbed. I sobbed my eyes out because at that moment, I realized that I had not done anything for myself in motherhood ever. I'd been a mom for 3 years. And to a lot of you, that might seem like not very much time, but when 3 years has gone by of not ever having prioritized yourself in any way, shape, or form, that's a really big deal. And it's a really big problem too. And so I sat and I sobbed and I just felt so grateful that I had given myself this gift of health. And the fact that I'd released 12 pounds off my body in that 21 days was a huge bonus. It was the icing on the cake. But I knew right then that I wanted to share this gift with other moms. And it took me a few months to actually get the courage to sign up as a partner and do it. But I was pretty convinced that if I felt this way, surely I had to spread that message and tell other moms that they could too. I really believed in my heart, if I can impact just one life, then this will be a massive success. So I have been a partner with BODi for, it'll be 4 years in July. And it's completely transformed my life in every single way possible, which is just the best. And that's what I'm going to talk to you guys about tonight. So, for starters, I want to share that for the first time in my entire life, this has been the only health and fitness routine that I've stuck to, which is wild because for those of you who see me now, you probably think, oh, she just grew up exercising or just grew up this way. It could not be further from the truth. I was the yo-yo queen. I was the person who was looking for the magic pill and the secret solution and the diet fixes and all the quick fixes because I hated health and fitness and working out and anything to do with this space. So to say that I'm running a call all about it today is just truly mind-boggling. But this was the first time that I had ever stuck with anything. And that is because I have quite literally made it my job. I have other women now who rely on me to show up and a community that I'm showing up for. And we always say that partners truly get the best results because we make it our jobs to show up. The accountability when you have people depending on you to show up and go first is simply like no other. And so I really, truly can't stress enough just how much I don't really believe I would have maintained this 75-pound weight loss over the past 4 years if it weren't for being a partner. Because every single time I felt myself slipping, this is what brings me back to the journey. Every single time I've not felt like doing it, this is what brings me back home. It's the other women who are there waiting for me to go first. And I'm not going to give up on them. So that means I can't give up on myself either. So the accountability of being a partner is truly, truly like no other. Secondly, and this is why I think a lot of us are here tonight on this call, it's allowed me to earn an incredible income from right where I'm sitting, right from home while being home with my babies. As of last week, this is really exciting and I'm so pumped, but I officially announced that I'm resigning from my other business. So I've been a double business owner. 7 years ago, I opened a business here in Ottawa, Ontario, and I've just submitted my resignation. I'm no longer going to be doing it as of August because this has now turned into a full-time position for me with full-time income. And that is something that I truly never imagined. I just wanted to make enough money to maybe pay for my products. I did not expect this to be, anything that would be life-changing income or full-time income whatsoever. This was going to be my little side hustle. And that's okay too. We have a lot of partners in here that do it for that. But for me, this has become full-time. And that is absolutely the biggest blessing ever. Earning an income through impacting others is something that I don't even think I ever could have dreamed of, to be honest. But when a mom comes to you and tells you that because you went first, her family is transformed, there's just no feeling like that. There's no feeling like that in the world. And the women who come to us and tell you, and this happens all the time, that because of you, their marriages have been restored, or because of you, they went for the promotion, because through your community, they've gained this confidence to do that. Like, that is the most, I get paid for that. Like, I'm like, what? I would do that for free. Like, truly, I would do that for free. It is a gift. And that one woman that I told you that I wanted to help in the beginning, that one life that I wanted to impact, that has turned into thousands. And I really, truly believe that I'm only just getting started. The impact that we have as partners is unknown. Because if you think about it this way, you change a mom, you change a family. That mom is nicer to her kids. Those kids, then the ripple effect of the impact that she's had on them ripples to their friends and their community and their classmates. It goes on and on to her friendships, to her spouse, to her, like, that impact is unknown. Truly, it's incredible. But by far, the biggest impact for me has been how it's transformed me as a mom. I don't know how many of you on this call tonight are moms as well, but I have 3 kids now. And I will say, one of the biggest, most unexpected gifts was that I actually got pregnant with my 3rd baby while doing these programs, and had my first ever fit pregnancy. I worked out through the entire thing. I ate well-ish through the entire thing. And rather than gaining 75 or 100 pounds like I had in the past, I gained about 35. It was an incredible pregnancy, and the labor and delivery of my absolute dreams in a beautiful birthing center, in a pool, a hot tub. It was magic. And I really believe that was because of these programs. But the magic is really what it's transformed me into. I was at my daughter's school a few weeks ago, and she's 7, and this teacher who I've never met before stopped me in the halls, and she was like, I just have to tell you, you're Finley's mom. She's like, your daughter auditioned for the talent show, and I just want to share with you how incredibly confident she is. And she said, we don't see that type of confidence in 7-year-olds very often. And I walked away and I thought, that's learned. That confidence is learned. I was not a confident mom when I had her. I was not a confident woman when I had her. I would hide out. I would cancel obligations. I would be in the back of pictures hiding because I didn't want to be seen on camera. I would stand in the background. I went from quite literally, and I'm gonna I'm gonna share this recording with a lot of people. Oh my word, I don't even know what just happened. Like, I got booted out of here somehow. That is something that I honestly just could not have ever imagined. So it's something that I'm proud of. I really believe you change a mom, you change a family. And that's what's happened for me. So I want to get into the frequently asked questions because I really want to be respectful of everybody's time. And I only want this to go another 10 minutes or so because I know that you all have lives and kids and families to get to. So the first question that I get asked all the time is, what do we do? Like, what is this business? And I always say your journey is your job, because that is the most important foundation of being a BODi partner. You share your health and fitness journey with others and you invite them to join you. It's quite honestly that easy. This is why I said partners in this industry have the best results, because our focus is us first. And sharing that solution with others doesn't work if we are not actively staying true to our journey. So like I said before, anytime I feel myself dipping, anytime I feel myself slipping out of this health and fitness journey, I know if I want my business to flourish, I have to be dialed in. And that's why you see my whole entire Instagram page is dedicated to my nutrition, because there's nothing that keeps me more dialed in on this journey than showing up, making it my job to show up every single day. So I show up, I share my personal solution with others, and I invite them to join me. That is how we do this job, is simply by going first. The other question that I get asked all the time is, how do I start this? So we will get you enrolled, and we connect, just you and me, to go over your goals and what you want to achieve out of this. The beautiful thing about our team is that we have a place for everyone. So like I said before, I joined this simply because I wanted to earn enough income to pay for my products every month. I loved the Shakeology when I started drinking it. I was like, I am not a shake person. I will never take that type of stuff. And then I fell in love with it, and I was like, uh-oh, now I got to pay for it. So I was like, if I can just earn a couple bucks to pay for that, great. We have a place for that type of person on this team. If you are somebody who's like, I want to come and stay home with my babies, we have a place for you on this team. So we connect about those goals. And after that, I place you in a mentorship program where you're working with me and some other incredible mentors for the entire month. We do not expect you to know what to do. We do not throw you to the wolves and just say, figure it out. We guide you step by step by step on how to create this business and what to do. We have action plans that were created from the top leaders in this industry that really break it down step by step to make sure that you feel empowered. And then after the mentorship program is over, you're added into our team chat where we work together ongoing. We are in this together. This is our team. It's not me versus you, or you out there alone and me out there alone. We do this together. You're in a chat with me and other leaders, and you also have my phone number that you can reach out to me at any time. We are working together. We're colleagues. Another question that I get is, do I have to show up on social media? That is something that so many people are afraid of. The short answer is no. You absolutely do not have to show up on social media, but the longer answer is, it is the easiest, free way to market what it is you're doing. Back in the old days, they used to have to pick up the phone and call people. Like, how awkward. Nobody even talks on the phone anymore. At least I really don't like to. Or they have to go knocking on people's doors to talk about what it was that they're doing. Can you imagine doing that? There's just no way. There's absolutely no way. So we are blessed with the opportunity to have Facebook and Instagram and Pinterest and LinkedIn and whatever platforms you want to use, that you can share the message of what it is you're doing with your friends and your family in a free way, which is so incredibly cool. The first time that I ever posted a workout video on my social media, which by the way, at the time had maybe 200 friends on there. Like, I was not, like, I didn't even post stories. I didn't know how to do any of that. The first time that I ever posted a workout video, I was like crawling in my shirt. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so cringy. Like, I'm going to be so embarrassed. And I noticed that about 12 people unfollowed me right away. And I was like, oh my gosh, hyperventilating. I don't think I can do this. But the same day, the same exact day, I had well over a dozen women message me saying, great job, Erin. Or, because you just shared that, you inspired me to get up and go, do a workout today. Or you inspired me to go take a walk today. There were so many more messages of support, and I realized I will always show up here for those people. The 12 that left, we're never going to support this journey anyway, so let them go. It's those women who needed to see it to feel inspired in their own lives that we are here for. And on the topic of social media, I have made some friendships on there that are closer to me now than friends that I grew up with. Last year, I lost my dad in January, and I had strangers from the internet ask for my address so that they can send me care packages or flowers or show up with gifts for my kids. And it has become the biggest blessing in my life. And it was something that I was incredibly, incredibly intimidated by. So if that is a fear of yours, I really want to encourage you to feel that fear and run towards it, because out of that can become just the most beautiful, beautiful gift. So no, short answer, you don't need social media. Long answer is, yes, you do. You do, because that's the nature of our business, and that's how we share, and that's how we showcase our offering and inspire others. Another question that I get all the time is, how much time does this take? So that's a really loaded question. And once again, it fully depends on what you're looking to build out of this. So in the beginning, I was home with both my kids in the pandemic. Things were crazy. I would work this business in 20-minute pockets of time. Like I said, my aspirations at the time were just to make about 150 bucks a month. That's all I was interested in. So I would work this here and there when I could. I'd be sitting down, have a snack. I'd answer a couple messages. I didn't have dedicated business hours. As I grew and the business was growing alongside of me, I realized that type of working isn't really sustainable. So I encourage everybody, no matter who you are or what you want out of this, to set working business hours, even if that's 20 minutes a week What's your 20 minutes? Is it going to be Monday night at 7:30 p.m.? Great. Treat it like it's a storefront. You're open from 7:30 till 7:50. That's your working hours. So it really depends on what you want out of this. If your goal is to come home from work and do this as a full-time position, then yes, you are going to have to invest a lot more into that. In order to get here today, for me, that looked like I was working this about between 4 to 6 hours a day. And that was not necessarily straight because I had another job and babies and a life. So I would do a few hours in the morning. And then after bedtime, I was usually up a little bit later than I'd like to be, working this at night as well. And then also factoring in that showing your workout and what you're eating is part of the job. So that's all built into the business hours as well. And that's stuff that you're already doing. So really, we will narrow it down together and decide, are you looking to make this just a hobby, or did you want to make this something bigger? And we will work you into the mentorship accordingly. And I will kind of guide you with how many hours a week you should be working this based on what your goals are. A big question is, what does it cost? So this is a great question. If you already have a BODi membership and you are signed up with us as a preferred customer, it costs nothing. If you are not yet a BODi client, right now it would be about $199. That would include, sorry, that's US dollars, 233 Canadian for the Canadians on the call. And what that includes is your full year membership. So you get all the fitness programs, all the nutrition programs, and all of the mindset content. You would get some supplements. Shakeology is incredible. It's changed my life and energized, so that you have the opportunity to try them out, see if they align with you, see if they enhance your journey, and then that way you can be proof of product. You would also get an entire back office website that is where you do all of your selling from. All of your enrolling goes through here. It has like a little picture of you and a little biography of you. That's where all of your clients go. Everything is taken care of in this really incredibly organized back office system for you. So that's all included in your $199. And then you have the membership for a year too. So that's all of your fitness stuff. If you are a client with us, not a preferred customer or not a partner yet, the cost is $49.95. And what that does is offers you the business service kit and unlocks your back office for you. So you would have the same thing, the same access to the back end support. The beautiful thing is, like, we don't hold stock in our basements like a lot of other companies do. We don't process credit cards. We don't do returns. We don't handle customer complaints. All of that is done by a full back end system of people who are working to support us. So if there's ever any problem, we have a team of people, and that is what that $50 goes towards, is those people who are there to support us ongoing as we need it. And I call them all the time. They're just like the most helpful people. Any glitches, any errors, anything that you personally do to mess up, they've got our backs, which is just amazing. We are so well supported. The other thing ongoing is there is a requirement, if you want to be part of our recognition programs, to be a proof of the product. So we do ask that you have a monthly order of some sort of consumable. So I've mentioned a few times on this call, I love Shakeology. If you're already a client of mine, you already know that. And I also love Energize. That's the yellow drink that I'm drinking every morning. It's like the mom juice, the mom crack, some people call it. It's just liquid gold. It is absolute life. So those are the things that I like to order, but I also have an entire pantry of other stuff. But the reason that they ask that we order that in order to be part of our recognition programs is simply because if we're telling other people to take it, we should be taking it as well. And so you get to choose what you want to order. And there's a full list of different options out there for you. Everything from shakes to Energize to brain health support to you name it. We've got it, but that is a requirement. And you may have seen me talk about the trips. A big common question is, how do I earn these trips that you're going on? That's our recognition program. So every single month, they ask that we help 3 to 5 people, bare minimum. And this is called Success Club, which is so wonderful. It's just basically showing that we are doing our job in helping other people live healthier, happier, more fulfilling lives. And they want to reward us for that. So one of the rewards is that we get points every month. Those points get converted into trip dollars and they send us to fabulous places. So this year was the Dominican Republic. We got to go to Punta Cana. And the beautiful thing was you get to bring a guest with you. So I bring my husband, and then we actually pay a little little bit of money to upgrade and bring our kids. And so do all of the incredible women on our team. So all of our kids now get to travel together. Last year it was Mexico. There's rewards trips in Arizona and Vegas as well. So it is a company that thrives on recognition and recognizing your hard work and your effort. The big question though is, how much can I make? And that's why I think so many of us are here. Yes, we want to impact people. Yes, we want to change lives. That's a given. That's amazing. But we also want money. Life is expensive. Butter the other day in the store was $9.99. $9.99. My husband came home from the store the other day. He spent $10 on blueberries. I was like, are you out of your mind? Couldn't believe it. But life is expensive. So how much can I make? Just like how much time does this take? How much you can make totally depends on what you put into this. So if you are going to be working this 20 minutes a week, probably not going to make a ton of money. If you are going to be treating this like a business and actively spending an hour or 2 hours working on this every single day, probably going to make a lot more money. We have partners on our team who earn $100 a week, and we have partners on our team who earn multiple 7 figures a year. So there's a very, very, very large range, and that really depends on what you're willing to put into this, what your skill level is, and how well you're going to treat this like a true business. But I will tell you that we do earn 20% commission on every single person we enroll or products or merchandise that we're selling. So that's pretty incredible. If I'm enrolling somebody, I'm earning 20% off of that sale right out of the gates. If anybody's ordering products or merchandise or clothing or apparel or anything that we sell in our back office, we earn that 20%. We also have 2 other bonus structures of ways we get paid, which are incredible. One of them is called team volume and one of them is called group volume. Basically, BODi bonuses us for how well our team is doing. So if everyone's out there working their butts off, we get a bonus for that every single week. And if you and your own clients are out there purchasing, they're bonusing us for that as well. So there's really 3 different income streams cycling into your paycheck, which is so, so, so cool. When you get started, your biggest bulk of income will be from your retail sales. And then as you get growing into this and you maybe think about growing an organization of your own, that's when that team volume really starts to accumulate and will eventually surpass your retail sales. So that's how much you can make. A couple $100s a week or a month if you're not really willing to work this, but realistically, a few $100s a week to a few $1,000s a week. The sky is the limit, and it's something that I did not believe. And like I said, there's an income disclaimer, like you have to work at this, but the money is there and it is possible. And the one beautiful thing is that health and fitness is not going anywhere. You know, this isn't here today, gone tomorrow. This isn't a new lipstick company or a new mascara company that we're all excited about and it's going to fizzle out. Health and fitness is for life. And so, like I said, 4 years in, I really truly believe that I'm just getting started. So I hope that answers your questions. I've had you guys for a full 30 minutes, minus the 20 seconds I was kicked out of here. I really just want to say, I hope that some of what I shared tonight resonates with you. And I want to leave you with the thought that if you're hearing that whisper to do this, that there's a reason for you and not to ignore it. Not to ignore those whispers. We say it all the time, follow the whispers that are leading you somewhere because it's for a reason. Maybe it's that you could use extra accountability in your life, or maybe it's that you could use community. You know, life is hard and doing this together with other women is incredible. Or maybe it's that you could use the extra income in your life. And I would really, really urge you to consider if you could use any of those things, then maybe tonight, don't talk to yourself about all the reasons why you couldn't do this, but rather all the reasons why this might be just the thing that you need. And remember that you just saying yes to this opportunity will have a massive ripple effect on your life that is quite literally unknown. So I really, really appreciate you guys coming tonight. I'm going to quickly put my email in the chat. Let me just make sure that you guys have that, because if anything was not answered tonight and you want me to answer it, please send me an email and I'll make sure to get that answer to you. And I really, really, really appreciate everybody coming in tonight and being here with me. Thank you so much. I know your time is precious and I hope I hear from you guys soon.